think, as you're preparing to enter the workforce in broadcasting, I think that, you're going to have to work really hard. You're going to have to be curious and courageous, and I think you got to be authentic. I think to some degree the industry has gotten a little bit of a sameness to it, and TV channels look a lot the same. We need reporters and photographers who are creative, who are curious, who will ask hard questions, who will ask different questions, and who can enterprise a story that you can't find anywhere else. And I think those folks who do that will have very successful careers, because you're going to be creating content that's really relevant to the community.
I cannot advocate enough, if they have an opportunity to do an internship with a potential future employer, to take it. I'm a product of internships. I had 2 internships, one in the Florida Senate and one in the House of Commons in the United Kingdom. I think both of those gave me an opportunity to have some real on-hands experience that once I decided to end my field of study and end it and pursue a public service career, which I'm at now, I couldn't have done it without those internships. So again, that type of commitment and sacrifice ultimately pays dividends.
First of all, it will be the greatest time of your life. I had a blast. Being able to be paid for playing your favorite music and touching people in so many ways is an incredible experience. In today's world, to be prepared, you not only need the skills to connect with people through voice, orally, but also through social media, as well as out at live events. You need technology. You need to be able to run computers and programs. So talent is important. Great voices are nice, but the social skills are very important.
To the young talents that are getting into the field is just work hard and push. I mean, look, you got to start from somewhere. So if you got an opportunity to take a job in North Dakota, you take the job in North Dakota to work your way to where you want to be. That's the way. You gotta get out there and get in the field, and then once you get an opportunity, it's what you do with your opportunities and what you're going to do when you're called upon by whoever you go to work for. And if they say they want you to jump, you say how high, and if you keep doing the right things, you'll have a good career.
Writing, directing, producing, behind the camera, in front of the camera, do it all so you understand how basically if you're put in a position of having to do it by yourself, you're completely conversant in every part of the field. Used to be specialized. Now you have to be generalized. And the people I look for in the field that I work with are people that can really bring it, that are creative, that not only have the experience, but they can tell if something is not working or it's not right because they've handled the sound before, they've handled the camera before, they've been a producer before, and they can immediately adjust. So those are the people whose experience to me is worth their weight in gold.
Get the basics right. And what I mean by that is, whether you're an editor, a writer, on-air talent, camera person, etc., none of that matters if you don't get the basics right. So what does that mean? That means return phone calls, return emails in a timely manner, be professional, be eager and enthusiastic. Enthusiasm matters. I can't tell you how many times I work with a lot of young people, and I've been on the verge of offering because they did a good job for me, and I'm like, okay, I want to take you from an intern to an employee basis or as a freelancer so I can pay you for the work you've been doing as a learning experience because you were good as a reward. But their enthusiasm wasn't there. And so if they're not enthusiastic about it, I'm not enthusiastic about them. So be enthusiastic, follow up, always follow up. Half the battle is showing up, and so many people don't show up. They do everything else correct, but they didn't show up. So all that other stuff doesn't matter. Show up first, and then you'd be surprised how easy this becomes.
The industry has changed enough so that you have to know about new media as well as old media, and you also better understand video, because those 3 things are what make a broadcaster today. And then you have to be an entertainer if you're going to be behind the microphone, or you have to really study to understand production, et cetera, et cetera. So I think I need somebody who wants to be in the business more than anything else in the world. And it's a great business to be in.
So somebody that's coming new into the audience, new into the industry, needs to learn as much as they possibly can from multiple sources and multiple industries. Be always learning. Be very geared toward customer service, and that's customers that are inside the company as well as outside consuming the product. And always be ready to volunteer, always be ready to be helpful. Those three things are essential for anybody coming new into this business because it's an all hands on deck. We wear a lot of hats, and it's a very fun industry to be in.
Be a generalist, not a specialist. Be able to do a lot of different things because in today's changing media world, you may have to shoot video, you may have to edit audio, you may have to be on social media, you may have to do a variety of different things. Be prepared to do what needs to be done and get that first job. First job may not pay as much as you want it to long term, but get your foot in the door and create an opportunity. It's a wonderful business.
There's so many career opportunities within the broadcast field. But the tough thing is first you've got to get in, and you need the fundamental education and skill sets that you're learning at your school right now. Be patient, get in, get your foot in the door through television production or one of the skills that you're learning right now, and then take the time to look around the station, whether it's in Fort Myers or Tampa or Miami. Look around that station and see what jobs do I really want to spend the next 20 years in. And then while you're doing what you've been trained to do, whether that's production or whatever, then try to get those additional skills to become a graphic artist or a salesperson or whatever you may want to be.
Es muy importante que tenga interés en los medios y que tenga la motivación. Pero yo te diría que hoy en día mientras más pueden aprender del giro, mejor. Porque lo que estamos buscando son ninjas. El que sea el productor, pero a la misma vez te puede agarrar un micrófono, el que pueda hacer de esto, que puede ir a la radio, puede ir a la televisión, puede hacer de todo, porque cada día tenemos que abarcar mucho más. Lo que importa ahora hoy en día es el contenido y en cuántas formas diferentes puedes distribuir ese contenido. Es muy importante conocer todos los aspectos del giro. Hoy en día le llaman DJs, de poder crear la noticia desde el principio hasta el final.
So one of the big things is I think being proactive and taking initiative in things. I've noticed that a lot of, not so much the youth, just people trying to break into the industry. Like everyone says they want to be involved and they want to get into the media, but no one's really willing to put in the work. They just kind of hope that their Instagram gets some attention and they become somebody. You have to be prepared. You have to work hard because they're like somebody else is working, every night and day, every waking minute that they have to become somebody and do something in the industry. So you just need to work a little harder than the next guy.
If you're going to go for an interview and to a company, you should be doing some research before you visit those folks and have your interview. You should go to the website of that company, understand what their mission statement is, what exactly their role is in advertising or in media. So you can talk to them about how you see them as a company and how you feel you can help in their role and to fulfill their mission, and have some passion about this industry that you want to be a part of. Sell yourself, but don't be overconfident. But make sure you have a list of your accomplishments and let that be known to the person that you're interviewing with. And be cordial and friendly to everyone you meet, no matter who they are on that ladder of hierarchy in that company. If that receptionist person who greets you, make them your friend, because they'll be talking about you after the interview, after you leave.
I would tell them right off the bat to understand that radio and television, radio is not a dying medium. It is incredibly vibrant. They should know that the statistics of listenership, today we were told that 98% of Floridians listen to radio or watch television every week. This is a wonderful time to get into broadcasting. With all the digital opportunities that are coming in addition to the traditional broadcast, our industry is set to just continue growing. We need young professionals come into the field. We want to welcome them to the field, and I know that you all are doing a tremendous job teaching them, so please continue doing so and then send them out to us in broadcasting.
You're in a great industry, a dynamic industry, and good luck.